Okay, so I'm going to be sharing with you in this video one of the most powerful meditation techniques you can use to shift your timeline completely. This means that all the old stagnant energy, anything that you're attached to, anything that involves who you used to be, we're going to take all that energy and we're just going to imagine like it doesn't exist. Because in a way, once you shift into the new timeline, it's not going to exist for you. You're going to like forget about that reality. Now, you can choose to go there if you want, but timeline shifting is about understanding that everything exists, but you can shift into the reality you want. This is unbelievably simple. This is actually so easy that people underestimate. They underestimate how powerful it can be. I'm going to share with you how you can do this. Anybody can do this at any time. It's incredibly simple. And we're going to talk about how to make it so easy to manifest what you want that you're going to be shocked why you struggled so much before that. So let's talk about exactly how to do that. So the first part of this technique, before I share with you what the technique is, what I want to share with you is to understand that you don't want to be fixing the 3D. Assume it's already perfect and fixed. So there's nothing to fix. You don't need to worry about trying to change the old reality. The old reality exists. It's allowed to exist. It's just not something you want to be anymore. So let yourself move forward from that old reality and assume that everything is perfect and that you don't need to fix anything or look at any problems or see things from a perspective that there is something to be fixed or something is wrong. There's nothing wrong. What you can do is assume that everything is perfect and everything has the right to exist to the purposes of contrast. Now you can now shift into the reality that you want. So we're going to talk about how to do that, but just assume that it's already perfect. Everything is perfect and there's nothing to fix. Just keep that in mind. Now, how to do the technique? Well, the first part of this technique, once you understand that you don't need to fix anything, is to get into the most comfortable position possible. Whether you're lying down, whether you're sitting in some meditative posture of your choice, whether you're just sitting on a chair. Whatever your homeostasis is, your groundedness, your most comfortable position. This is not about getting into discomfort. In a way, it is, but we're transcending comfort and discomfort here. We're just getting into your most optimal, balanced position for you. Call it comfortable if you want. Whatever that means to you. Get super balanced, super comfortable, so to speak. Now, what you want to do is observe and focus on your breathing. Okay, this is so simple. This technique is so powerful that I teach this in many of my courses and many of my programs that I want to record this video here for free. It's very simple. So focus on your breathing, but do not control your breathing. Just be aware of it, right? Just be aware of the breath, but don't control the breath. Let your body fall into an open and receptive state where you're completely open to anything that's going to come in. Okay, now we're going to talk about how to program yourself in a way so that you're going to be receiving the right types of experiences that you want, right? We're going to be balancing intention and surrender. But get into the most comfortable position and observe and focus on your breathing. But this is really important. Do not control your breathing. If you notice yourself getting lost, just bring it back. Don't control, observe. Don't just focus on your breathing. Give it all your attention. Give it everything you have. Energy flows where attention goes, right? Stop giving attention to the past. Give attention to what is happening right now and shift into your breathing. Observe it. Be aware of it, but don't control it. Just let it flow how it wants to flow. Divine consciousness will flow. You don't need to control it. You just need to be aware of the fact that it's already happening. It's already there. It already exists. You don't need to change anything. It's just there. Just become aware of it. Now, once you do this, once you're in this open space of receptivity and calmness, and you found that you're not attached to your 3D reality anymore, and you've gotten into a state of just receptivity and oneness, and you're open. Now, what you want to do is choose the desired reality with your thoughts. Be specific. Become grateful for something as if it already has happened now. Assume your wish fulfilled right now. You can be grateful for something as if it already happened now. You can choose any thought, anything that resonates for you, that feels like it causes you more ease and alignment and connection to your source and who you are. That's the kind of thought that you want to choose. There's nothing wrong here. There's no rights and there's no wrongs. Whatever type of thinking resonates for you, assuming that you're embodying that type of person that you want to be now, that's the type of thinking that you want to be having having in that moment. Okay. Now listen to that thought, play that thought, choose that reality, choose into it, shift into it. Your divine consciousness. You're not just a human being, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and you can shift into any reality that you want. You're in a playground. Imagine you're in a playground. Don't need to imagine it. That's already what's happening. And your imagination can shift you into a different part of this game, a different part of the playground, and you can let the old reality exist. It's there, but it's not something you want to play with anymore. You're not playing. It's not even play for you to be in that old version. So choose the new reality. Now, once you do this, whether it's an affirmation, whether it's a mantra, whether it's a way of thinking, whether it's a visualization, whatever works for you, what you want to do is repeat and loop this as much as needed. This technique, what this does is this brings together the mind and the body. The body is the breathing, the mind is the thinking. You want to bring these two things completely together. So you're balancing both intention and surrender. You're bringing both the intention and the surrender aspect of existence. And the reason you want to loop this is because once you start bringing yourself on a loop, you're going to enter a positive feedback loop. This is a positive feedback loop, and you're going to be thinking your thoughts, and you're going to be becoming what you're thinking at the same time while you're actually thinking about it. And you're going to be going back and forth, and eventually all of these things are going to become one, and you're going to be in that new reality. And watch how fast you draw in what you want effortlessly. Expect things to come into your life when you use this. Come back to this video, leave a comment down below sharing how it's helped you, how you brought in and you pulled into your energy all the things that you want into your life, and expect amazing things to come into your life when you use this technique. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.